What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Jameson, and oh my god, can I just say that it is so good to have you back. Last week we talked about some Tesla Model 3 action, and we'll talk more about that in future videos, but today we got to talk about some stuff that is topical as I got a lot of comments on the previous video that said I took too long to get to the content. I agree. Today we're getting straight to the point, no distractions, squirrel! Today we're going to talk about something called the Trump effect. All right, before you get up in arms, I do not support Trump. I also don't support Hillary. Hashtag we're f***ed 2016. So regardless of who you support, you have experienced this phenomenon. It's kind of like Subway. Everyone's had it. Nobody likes it. Yeah. I think I just threw up in my mouth a little bit. Okay, have you ever been in an argument with someone about something that's so ridiculous that you can't even begin to fathom how they can think they're right? And not only that, but when you prove them wrong, they still argue with you. Has that happened to you? The best experience I can think of is a close friend I had about 10 years ago. We were planning a trip to the mountains with some friends. He had never been to the mountains before. Imagine my surprise when he said, "It's going to be hot up there, right? It's closer to the sun." It's closer to the sun. I cannot make this shit up. So of course, I tried to make him understand why he was wrong, even explain the whole atmospheric density at high and low altitudes thing. Not to mention that anybody who's ever been to the mountains will just flat out tell you, shit's cold. I was never actually able to convince him otherwise, so wherever that guy is right now still thinks it's actually hotter in the mountains than it is at sea level. But he believed that he was right so blindly that he got out of the car and walked home. He had an idea in his head based on nothing. And he was so afraid of being wrong that he wasn't willing to even consider the alternative. That is the Trump effect. It's this blind, enraged unwillingness to accept the fact that you might be wrong. This is not a political video. But as an example, this is what we're seeing leading up to this year's election. See, people tend to latch on to one thing and kind of rationalize everything else around it that doesn't go along with it. For example, this whole video out of focus. Oh my god. Well, sorry about that. This is my candy bar. It's undeniable. It's in my hand, it's right here. This is my candy bar. Okay? There's nothing wrong with that, right? That's all well and good. Yeah, but if I had to scratch and claw my way through a group of children like a bloodthirsty Wolverine to get it, that's kind of a problem. I think that's generally what's happening with this election. So be honest with yourself. Don't be afraid to admit that you might be wrong. So next time you're arguing with your baby mama, road raging at that person who won't let you merge onto the freeway, or before you head out to the polls on Tuesday, try to take the time to set aside your anger and open your mind for just a minute to consider the alternative. Maybe I'm the asshole. Alrighty then, guys, that's all for today. Thanks very much for watching. Don't forget to beat the hell out of that like button, and I will see you guys next week. Oh, I got the wrapper. Oh. Okay, there's first words out of my mouth that up. Filming these vlogs is a ton of work, and I want to give you guys just a really quick peek behind the scenes for what went into this video alone, just me standing right here. So I'm just standing right here, but come over here and look behind. So this is what's going on. So I've got my DSLR set up on this big tripod with all the lights turned on to try to get the lighting right. But there's this shadow coming from over here since this light is kind of off to my right, so I had to set my iPhone up with the flashlight on to get the lighting right. And then of course I had to disassemble my kind of bendy tripod thingy here so I could attach it to the tripod. And I actually do spend a lot of time, especially in episodes like this where I'm going to do a lot of talking. Everything is kind of all laid out and not exactly scripted, but if I don't plan out what I'm trying to say, it takes forever for me to say it and then it gets too long. So there's a lot of thought, a lot of effort into all of this. I do it because it's fun and I do it because I like it, but I also want you guys to like it. So This will be the 10th vlog that I've released. It's only episode 9, but the Yosemite had 2 parts. So really it's the 10th vlog that I've posted. And each vlog takes me about anywhere from 5 to 7 hours to edit. So after you guys watch this, that means I will have spent 50 to 70 hours editing all of this stuff, which is a tremendous amount of time for 10 videos. So I do put a lot of effort into it, and that's why I appreciate you guys' help so much. All you have to do is just hit that little subscribe button, like I said before, and it really helps me out, and I really appreciate it. So thanks a lot, and I'll see you guys around.